So Cindy's been slaving away at her Schengen visa. And so, Mahani, you've learned so much about it. It's not that easy for South Africans and maybe other countries as well. So you're gonna share something of the process
just try and give you some tips and help you if you want to apply for a Schengen visa.
Yeah, and guys, excuse us sitting in our kitchen, but everywhere in the house that we've tried to film is just too bright. So we'd rather sit in the kitchen so you get a clear view of us. Okay.
All right. So the first thing is you've got to decide on what the website is that you're going to apply for your Schengen visa.
Yeah.
And for us in South Africa, we applied on the VFS Global website. It's very easy to find. We'll actually try and leave a link, I think, in the description for the website.
And for South Africans, that's a place, but for different other countries, you'll have a different organization.
Then the first thing you have to decide is what country you're going to apply to for your Schengen visa.
So if you're going to several countries in Europe, you've got to choose which one.
So you choose the country that you're spending the longest time in to apply for your visa, or if you're spending an equal amount of time in two countries, it's the first border crossing.
Yeah, so we're going for 3 months. So where are we spending the longest?
So we're spending the longest in Switzerland. We're giving it away already.
Yeah, sorry. That's only meant to be at the end of the video.
That's only one of the countries. So Switzerland is what was our one where we applied for. Also, we did a bit of research, and some countries are a lot easier to apply to, and some are a lot harder.
Believe it or not, they're all European, but they do have slightly different rules.
So we found out that the easiest countries to get a visa for are Switzerland being number one, or one of them, Latvia, Iceland, Italy,
Latvia? Oh, wow.
Iceland, Italy, and Lithuania. They have the lowest rejection rates.
Yeah, some of the other ones have quite high rejection rates.
Yeah, so the ones with the high rejection rates, which you try not to apply to, Malta, Estonia, Belgium, Sweden, and believe it or not, Croatia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Interesting. All right, so that's the first step. You've got to decide what country you're going to apply to for your visa.
Now, this is Cindy's favorite part of the thing. She loves all the details. She loves the planning. You see me, I might nod off.
Yeah, he hates it. Thank goodness he didn't have to get a Schengen visa, because I would have had to do both.
Thank goodness for British passports.
All right, next up is then you need to go on the website. They give you information for that country. So you choose the country that you're applying for, and you read all the information for that country that it gives you. You then print out. So
that's a key for people like me. Read all the information.
Or ask your wife.
Or ask your wife to do it, because
not happening.
No.
So then you print out the application form, which you'll find on the website. And then it'll give you a list of all the documents that you have to get ready for when you go for your appointment for the visa. So you've got to make sure you have all your documents ready. Next step is you book your appointment also on that website for when you want to go and give your application in. We paid about 500 Rand, an admin fee, to book the appointment. And then you have an option of actually booking to have your passport delivered. So we live like 2 hours away from where we would have to collect the passport. So for 200 Rand, we paid for delivery, and
it makes sense because we'd probably use more than 200 Rand in petrol.
Right, yeah, exactly. So a delivery option is available, which I think is fantastic if you live quite far. All right, then just a few things when you're doing your application. They want to know everywhere you are going to be staying. They want to know all your flights, internal flights, your
buses, everything. It's crazy. As a Brit, I can just turn up and go. Cindy literally has to list everything. And we're going for 3 months, so it's a lot.
So I spent probably months.
Doing bookings.
Bookings. I did most of them on booking.com with free cancellation. So I had to do all the bookings. I booked all our internal flights from country to country. I've even booked our buses because we were leaving the Schengen area going to Macedonia. So I booked that bus leaving the Schengen area.
Now you've given away a second country that we're going
to. There's still more. And I booked the bus back into the Schengen area. So I gave them, I had all the information. I have all the information that is going to be needed. So yeah, that's the process. You're going to need bank statements to prove that you can actually afford to,
yeah,
to go there.
That's the biggest thing, I think, is the affordability. Can you prove that you can afford to stay for however long you want to stay in Europe?
So that basically is the application that I've filled in. It's all the information I've given them. I've got all my documents ready.
Have you mentioned that the advice you got from the Swiss embassy is, we've got two different...
I'm going to share you with that a little bit later on what the situation was, because Dane's got a British passport.
Yeah.
So I'll share that with you as well as we go along.
Okay.
So having all my documents ready, having the application form filled in, having made my appointment, you then just will have to just wait to get a confirmation from the visa people,
VFS,
to confirm my appointment. They'll send you an email to confirm you've got your appointment.
Yeah.
And then we can be off and let's go and get the visa.
And we'll hit the road. Good morning, my honey.
Good morning.
Are you all ready for today?
I am. I've got my 2 folders.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm going to need for the Schengen visa because you've got a British passport.
Yeah.
Supposedly there's a lot of stuff I don't need, so that's this folder. And if I do need stuff, that's this folder.
Yeah, we're really not sure what their requirements are. It's quite scary applying for these Schengen visas.
But I've got everything just in case.
Okay, you got my passports, you got your passports, marriage certificates.
British passport of yours. So let's hope it all goes well today.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. So we hit the road because how far is it?
It's about 2-hour drive from where we are. And we don't want to get...
And where are we heading to?
To Long Street, VFS Global.
In Cape Town.
Cape Town itself. So yeah, quite a drive.
Okay. So we're on our way to, what's it called?
VFS Global.
VFS, I was going to say VBS. And Cape Town traffic has kicked in. So we're in a bit of traffic
jam.
But there's Table Mountain in front of us.
Yep.
It's all covered in cloud.
Let's hope this traffic's not too long. But,
yeah, we don't want you to miss your appointment.
We've left quite a lot earlier, like about an hour early, so we should be fine.
Yeah, we should be fine. But we've never been into the center of Cape Town before, so it should be interesting for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, our first time.
And we've hardly ever been stuck in Cape Town traffic. So
yeah, we've heard about it.
We've heard a lot about it.
So yeah, we are coming into Cape Town. Cindy's just going to pass me the camera here while I'm driving. There's the harbour and that down there. Look at that, guys. Here we are in Cape Town. I don't think we've ever been this way, my honey.
No, I don't think we have. First time. There's Table Mountain, covered in cloud as usual. There's, what's it?
Lion's Peak.
Devil's Peak or Lion's Head?
Yeah,
I think it's Devil's Peak. No, I could be wrong. Lion's Head.
So we're an hour early.
As usual.
But we found parking in this busy town.
Yeah.
I talked our way into a parking. And then we got a lovely coffee here. I love the face on the coffee.
And we found this little coffee shop.
Yeah, I found this little coffee shop near, but so we're going to relax, have our coffee, and then hopefully get a visa. So here we are at VFS Global, coming in to apply for Cindy's passport visa. So there it is. Yeah. So here we are waiting. We're in the queue now. Hold thumbs. Cindy's very nervous. I'm not nervous at all for her. How was that?
So that was pretty painless, and application now submitted. Now we wait 15 working days to see if it was successful.
Yeah.
Luckily, I brought all my documents because I had emailed
the Swiss
embassy to find out if Dane's got a British passport, that I don't need to fill in. I don't need to do proof of accommodation, proof of travel, bank statements. They said I don't need to do that if he has a British passport.
But we got here and they said we needed to do it, and thank goodness Cindy had done all the groundwork.
I had everything anyway, so we just submitted the whole lot and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So that was quite painless experience, and the whole process was pretty quick and painless.
Easy,
yeah.
Look at Table Mountain now. Unlike when we came in, it was covered in cloud. There's no cloud on it now.
Sure. It's beautiful.
Isn't that lovely?
And if you look, you probably can't see it on the left. There's the cruise ship.
We're heading back to home now from VFS Global, and hopefully there's not too much traffic.
Yeah. So, my honey, did you enjoy our trip to Cape Town?
That was great fun.
Yeah, I'd never seen the V&A waterfront before. So we, in fact, got to go there after we went to VFS Global. So that was nice.
And the CBD of Cape Town, I don't think I've ever been.
No, I've never been there. So
that was an adventure.
Yeah, a little adventure. So how's the process gone so far?
So they said it's going to take about 15 working days to get my visa.
Okay.
But some interesting things was, because Dane has a British passport, I had read up that when applying to Switzerland, if your spouse has a British passport, there's a lot of documents you don't have to submit, like all your accommodation, bank statements.
And Cindy even sent the Swiss embassy an email to confirm that, and they confirmed that was correct.
But it was not.
It was not correct. So this is a big, you need to listen to this, okay?
So luckily, I'm a real admin person, and I always make sure I've got everything.
She has her bases covered by bases by bases
so
by bases.
I had done all the bookings anyway. I had the banks, I had everything. So I had my 2 folders, one if I didn't need it, or one if I did. 2 application forms, one if I did, one if I didn't. So luckily, because when we got there,
we would have had to have redone the whole process.
Yeah.
And it's 2 hours from us, so it's not close.
Yeah. So luckily I had everything, and it wasn't true that I didn't have to submit that because Dane had a British passport.
Yeah.
All right. So we and then we got there. We were actually about 15 minutes early.
And they let us in early.
They let us in early. Although we were in Cape Town a lot earlier, but we had coffee and that first. But they let us in 15 minutes early. The lady went through all our documents while we waited just a few minutes, and then I was sent in to do biometrics in another room.
Yeah. The process was as you guys saw in the video, the process was quite simple.
Pretty smooth.
Yeah.
It went pretty smoothly. And then 15 working days, and we now wait for the visa to come. But I got an email a day or two later.
Yeah, a day or two later from VFS Global. The first email was to say it had been submitted to the Swiss embassy, and then Cindy got an email from the Swiss embassy asking for.
They asked for the last night's booking. We had one night that I hadn't booked accommodation.
Literally out of 3 months, one night.
And they wanted that night's booking.
So guys, if you're doing this application, be thorough, go through everything. You can't rush it. You can't skip.
Yeah. So literally we're doing 3 months. I had one night and they wanted that night. So I had to make a booking on booking.com and then submit it to them on the email.
We should have just told them we're sleeping on the street that night because we can't afford Europe anymore.
Yeah, we're on a budget. Our last night was going to be on the street. Oh gosh. Also, another interesting thing is, we'll tell you that a bit later. Actually, we'll share that just now. So I think that it went pretty smoothly. I was very happy with the way it went, and now we wait.
Now we hold thumbs. Because otherwise, I'm going to Europe by myself.
No, you're not.
I am. The tickets are paid for. I'm going to Europe by myself.
There'll be no YouTube video without me. I'm the star of the show. So there was a knock at the door.
And guess what's arrived?
My Schengen visa! Yay!
We're going to Europe together.
Very excited, very relieved.
Yeah.
There's no reason why I shouldn't have got it, but you still get a bit nervous.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, when I looked at this visa, they've given me exactly 57 days. So we had planned our trip in Europe, but we had planned quite a lot of time outside of the Schengen area in Macedonia, a few other countries.
Yeah,
we'll share that just now.
We're going to share that just now.
A few other countries, and they literally gave me the 57 days that we had applied for in the Schengen area. Not even extra day, nothing. Even though our flight was booked with an 88-day difference. So we had 88 days from the time we flew in and flew out of Europe. They only gave us 57 days because those were the number of days
literally
in Europe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if there is any hassles with the flights or anything, Cindy is an illegal alien in Europe.
Yeah.
So again, let's hold thumbs.
So we can only spend 57 days in Europe, in the Schengen area, even though we have a flight which is 88 days apart.
Yeah.
But then we're going to go to some other areas. So you are very excited. Tell everybody where we're
Okay, so this is our plan, guys. please follow us. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. And stretching for us as well. So we're going to a couple countries we've never been to before. We've done Europe before, not on YouTube, but just for fun for us. We're going to fly into Madrid, Spain. We're there for a couple of weeks.
We're there for about 2 weeks.
Yeah. Then we go across to Portugal. And
10
days there, staying with some friends for a couple of nights that we met in Laos. On one of our videos, you would have seen that previously. Where are we going from Laos, mate? I thought where are we going from Laos? Where are we going from Portugal?
Then from there, we fly to Switzerland, to Zurich.
Yeah.
We've actually got a house sit again through our Trusted House Sitters website.
Yeah. So that Trusted House Sitter has been amazing. Yeah.
We'll show you. We'll share that with you when we're there. We've got about 18 nights in a little Swiss village called Solothurn.
Yeah, and it's right between Basel, Bern, Lucerne, Zurich. So we're going to get to experience quite a bit of Switzerland.
And we're very excited because we get to look after Arthur, a spaniel. He looks so cute.
A little spaniel. And then we fly from Zurich
to Sofia in Bulgaria.
Yeah, so we're going to go to Bulgaria for a while. And then we go to...
Then we leave the Schengen area and we catch a bus to Macedonia.
Northern Macedonia.
And then we're not quite sure how that works.
Well,
but
then,
we've got a couple
so in Northern Macedonia, we're probably going to go to Serbia. We'll probably do Bosnia-Herzegovina and possibly Albania as well.
With Macedonia, on my visa, I can only spend 15 days maximum there.
Yeah.
And there's certain... So for those countries, you're allowed to enter with a Schengen visa. But there are a couple of stipulations.
So if you don't have a Schengen visa as a South African, you have to apply before you go.
Yeah. So you can go to those countries and apply for a separate visa. But with a Schengen, you will be allowed in there. But like Macedonia, you have to have 5 days still
left on your visa.
There's a couple of stipulations on some
But out of all of those countries, Albania as a South African, you can just
and I think you can even go there for like a year to Albania.
Wow.
So we might even leave Albania out for another time. We'll just see how we go.
But guys, please, this is going to be an amazing adventure. We thank you so much for following the channel. We really appreciate all the comments, all the support. It's great that we've got this community around us.
You guys have been amazing.
Yeah, we know it's not South Africa, but Europe is going to be great, and we're going to go to some amazing places. So if you've liked this video, which we hope you did, please remember to
like it, and to pass a comment.
Subscribe, to comment.
And also, guys, if you have applied for a Schengen visa and you have some tips that can help other people applying, please share that in the comments as well, so that we can all help each other. Yeah,
so that'd be great. So, and if we can help you in any other way, if you just pass a comment, if we can help, we'll try and help as well. And remember to share the video to your friends.
And to subscribe to us.
And have an amazing day, and God bless.